Hi y'all, how are y'all doing today? Welcome back to my channel. Today is St. Patrick's Day, thus the green. First I want to show you something. Look at this cute apron that my friend sent me for my birthday. We call ourselves Lucy and Ethel, and she said when she saw this, she kind of thought of Lucy. If you're younger and you don't know who Lucy and Ethel are, Lucille Ball was an actress, and she had a television show called I Love Lucy. And they were always doing silly shenanigans, and Lucy was usually the head of it. Anyway, enough about that. Today I'm making, it's Dublin or Irish Coddle for our St. Patrick's meal today. So I'm going to go ahead and bring you down and show you what I'm doing so far, all right? I have some bacon that's frying, and this will be cooked in the slow cooker, okay? Take it down a little bit more. There we go. And I have some smoked sausage. I think this was a 12-ounce package. And I'm just kind of stirring around, cooking it a little bit to caramelize it. Want to bring those flavors out a little. And of course, I'm going to cook the bacon until it's kind of crispy. After I cook that bacon, I will chop it up in pieces, or not pieces, but kind of chunky a little. Like these are, I cut the pieces in half and then cook them. So I'll probably cut each of those, I don't know, in thirds maybe, or maybe even half, depending on the size. So what are your plans, or if you watch this later, what are you doing today for St. Patrick's Day? What are you making? Are you making anything special? All right, so I will bring you back when I'm ready to put everything in the crock pot, okay? All right, y'all, welcome back. You know, a while ago when I told you about my friend, I don't even know if I told you her name, but her name is Connie. I need to tell you my friend's name. So anyway, let's go ahead and we'll put this all together. Go ahead and, let me see, I'll move you over that way just a little bit. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is take some onion. I only took one because my daughter and I are the only ones who will actually probably want to eat onion. So I will put that down in here. You could use more, you could use less. You know, it's all about your preference. All your preference. And what we're going to do is we are going to put pepper on each layer and a little bit of garlic powder. Let me get that out. I forgot to get that. Just a tad. But yeah, I mean, if you like onions, I'd put more. You know, it all depends on who all's eating it and all of that. So next to that, next you want to put down your sausage or your bacon. It doesn't really matter. You know, you do want your onions on the bottom though. And as you can see, after I caramelized the sausage, I drained it on a paper towel the same way you would bacon. So let's go ahead and put that all in there. Kind of spread it out a little. Okay. Going to put a little bit of pepper and spread that out a little more. A little bit of garlic powder. Next, I'm going to take the bacon, and if I didn't tell you before, this was about a pound of the thick cut bacon. And what I'm going to do here is, let me see, the scissors are probably in the dishwasher. I'm not going to go over there. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to just break that in thirds. You know, depending on the size, like that one, I'll do half. And just put them around here. Some of it's wanting to crumble up into smaller pieces, but that's okay. this done here quickly. Well, y'all, was it 3 or 4 more days until the first day of spring? I will be glad. Or at home here, you know, with my daughter, I haven't had to worry about it, but at home, I'll be grateful when the weather does turn spring-like. Just because it says it's first day of spring doesn't necessarily mean the weather is going to cooperate, does it? All right, so we have that finished. Let me get this gunk off my hands. There we go. Sprinkle this with a little bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic powder. Then on top of that, we are going to put potatoes. And this is, well, that one still looks pretty chunky there. Let me get the knife. But anyway, I just kind of chunked them up, so no, I think it's fine. At first when I started, I wasn't thinking, and I started to cut them like I would for mashed potatoes. And I had this couple of little smaller chunks there, so I had to go back and change it. There's one there I didn't cut at all. All right, so just kind of put those on top. Sprinkle it with some more pepper. Unless you really love salt, you really don't need any salt because this is all pretty salty with the meat. All right. Then next you want to cover it with some beef broth. I'd say probably 3 or 4 cups. This, I don't know if this was a cup or 2 cups in there, but you do want to make sure your potatoes are covered. That's the main thing, cover your potatoes. So I'm going to add some water to this. Okay, that looks good. The potatoes are not quite covered, but just about, and as it cooks, they will tend down, go down more. There, I think that about has about to push on them. All right, then we are just going to cover it, set it on high for about 5 to 6 hours. If you do low, you would do 2 to 3 hours probably. So get that set. Let me see, this is different than mine, so I have to figure it out every time. Okay. We are good to go. All right, so I'll come back when this is finished and I'll show you what it looks like, all right? Okay, see you back later. All right, y'all, supper is finished, and to show you what it looks like here, just bring you down a little, let you see that. And I'm going to just kind of stir it all around to mix it now. Mix it all up. You can make some kind of like cornbread or a crusty bread or something to go with this. So if you don't want a thin broth, you could, you know, take and shake up a little bit of flour with some of this broth in a jar and get it, and then put it in the last 30 minutes. Then put that back in here the last 30 minutes of cooking. So that's it. So if you've never had this, I hope you'll try it. All right, y'all, if you wouldn't mind, give me a thumbs up and like and share this video to all of your social media outlets. Tell your friends about this channel, and I hope you are having a wonderful St. Patrick's Day. And remember to always season your cooking with love, all right? I'll see y'all later.